Very good morning, children. In a previous class, we have completed the chapter 3.2, that is Seven Sisters. Now, today in this class, we are going to start with a new lesson in English, chapter 3.3, Stone Soup. Okay, children, a stone soup is a play with a several characters. There are five characters in the story, and they are Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai, and Rupabai. And children, this story, Stone Soup, is a European folk story in which a hungry stranger convinced the people of a village to share a small amount of their food. And this story, children, everyone enjoy the stories. It gives us an important message of sharing here. And in the text in this story, Stone Soup. Okay, so let us read and understand the play Stone Soup. So before that, children, just open your textbook, page number 58. And this chapter also, we are going to divide it into two parts. So today in this class, only we are going to finish with the page number 58, 59 and 60. And in the next class, we will see the further page. Okay, so let us begin with the story Stone Soup. A village, a few small cottages standing close by. They belong to Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai, and Rupabai. Okay, there is a village and there are very cottages, small cottages. Cottages means a small and usually old houses. And in the cottages, they are standing close by. They belongs to Motiram, Sonabai, Hirabai, and Rupabai. And it was evening time, and they were chatting among themselves outside the Motiram's house. Chatting means talking to someone in a friendly way. That means they are talking and chatting within a friendly way. Now let us start the story. Motiram, your farm produce was really good this year, I'm told. Now Sonabai respond, so was yours, I hear. Motiram, I don't want to advertise it, though it might attract guests. Okay, now Motiram farm was really good. Produce means food or any other substance or material that is grown or obtained through farming, and it was really very good. So they were just telling to the Motiram Sonabai that I was here about this, but Motiram said that I don't want to advertise, it might attract the guest. Traveler enter from a corner, the villagers don't see him. But suddenly a traveler enter from a corner in the village, but villagers don't see to him. Now Hirabai, you are right. Guest can be nuisance. Nuisance means something or someone that annoys you or causes trouble for you. Sonabai, I agree, especially uninvited guest. Uninvited guest means unexpected. People's guest arrives suddenly at your home. So who said Sonabai that I agree, especially uninvited guest? Then Motiram respond, uninvited guests are pests. Pest means an annoying person. Traveler becomes nervous, doesn't come forward. So travelers was listening all this conversation, what was going on between Hirabai, Sonabai and Motiram. So he was very nervous and he doesn't come forward to them. Hirabai, true, I never waste good food and money on others. Rupabai, do you think that is right? How can we refuse them? Hirabai, just find some polite excuses, that's all. Now, Rupabai said that, do you think that is right if we refuse to the guest, uninvited guest? So Hirabai said, yeah, it's very easy. You can just give the polite excuses and that's all. Then Sonabai said, you are right. I can always cook up some excuse. Cook up means it means quick ideas. You can make suddenly the ideas and you can give excuse to the uninvited guest or strangers. Motiram, me too. For me, charity begins at home. Charity begins at home means that you should deal with the needs of people close to you. And before you think about helping other people further away, that means you have to just think about the person who are at home instead of thinking the further people who staying far away. Anyway, I must attend to my work now. See you. So Motiram has said that I have to attend my work. So I'm going. So all neighbors see you later. They enter their homes. Traveler comes forward. So one by one they all went to their house, their homes, and then travelers entered. Traveler. What hard luck. I am a poor foot store traveler. Footsore means having a painful, tired feet, especially after a lot of walking. And I'm so hungry, but this bunch of villagers look tough. I don't think they will offer me food or rest, but let me try. So traveler himself is saying that I'm so hungry, but I think that this villages peoples are looking very tough. But still, let it I can try. So he first knocked the Motiram's door, and Motiram opens the door. Motiram. Yes. Who are you and what do you want? Traveler. The traveler responds, I am a traveler. I am a very hungry and tired. Can I please have some food and place to rest for the night? So traveler is saying to the Motiram that I am a traveler. I am very hungry and tired. Can I please have some food and place to rest? So Motiram replied, dinner is over. There is nothing left. Try elsewhere. So very rudely he said to the traveler that dinner is over, nothing is there, everything is left. So try elsewhere. Shut the door with a bang. So traveler, how rude. Rude means that means he was not not polite. Let me try the next door. So again he went to the second door and that was now Sonabai's door. Sonabai's come out. She comes out. Good evening, kind lady. I am a traveler. Can I have some food and a corner to rest for tonight? Who said? The traveler asked to the Sonabai. Now Sonabai, what she responds? Just see. Putting her hands behind her ear. What did you say? And now she is very smart and she is just giving the excuse to the traveler. How? By putting her hand behind her ear and said, what did you say? Traveler aloud. Can I have some food? Sonabai. Wood? Why? There is a need. Chop means to cut something into pieces with knife. So Sonabai is respond to the traveler. What? You want wood? So go in the forest. There are plenty of forest. The wood you can see and trees. You can just chop the trees and all wood that you need, and you can take whatever woods you need. So traveler said, I said food. I am hungry. Sonabai, you agree? Fine. Then go and chop the wood. Goes back into the house. So Sonabai said all this thing and she went back into the house. Traveler. Well, that was a clever excuse. She pretended to be hard of hearing. Let me try elsewhere. Pretending means children to behave in a particular way in order to make other people believe something that it's not true. That means she was behaving like that means she is not knowing anything. She's behaving like that she is a deaf and she can't hear anything. Okay, but what happened? Traveler said that let it be, I will try elsewhere. So then he went to the Hirabai's door. Anyone at home? Any food for a hungry traveler? Hirabai comes out. Good evening, ma'am. The traveler said. Good evening, ma'am. I wonder if I could get something to eat and a place to rest for the night. Now Hirabai again she started pretending that how that Sonabai has started pretending to the traveler, pretending not to understand his language. Now here Hirabai is pretending like that she is not understanding his language. Oh, Yava on Doof, Dana on Tisar, Roof Inoya Ira. So she is pretending like she is not understanding his language, traveler's language. Traveler, I don't understand you. Hirabai, shaking her hand. Do gai do don noa uniato okay hira velsa. So goes back inside, leaving the traveler bewildered. Bewildered means confused. He was shocked. Traveler. So that was her trick. Talking gibberish. I'm not defeated. Gibberish means children spoken or written words which are nonsense and have no meanings. So traveler said to himself that she is playing a trick and talking gibberish. That means no sense, and I am not defeated. Okay, now then after he went to the Rupabai's door, and she comes out. Rupabai, yes, who are you, young man? I have not seen you around. Now Rupabai nicely she is asking to the traveler, yes, who are you, young man? I have not seen you around. Traveler respond, I am a traveler and I am wondered if I could get some food as well as a corner to rest for this night. So now let what see Rupabai has said. Rupabai thinks, she is thinking, alas, my larder is empty. Larder means children, a cupboard or a small room in a person's home used, especially in the past for storing the food. So what Rupabai is respond to the traveler that my larder is empty. I'm so hungry myself, but I have nothing left in the house. So traveler said, I'm sorry to hear that, Rupabai. I'm sorry too, but I can't help it. Sorry. Turns to leave. So traveler aloud, wait, ma'am. If you're also hungry, I can make us both some soup. So Rupabai, but I told you my larder's empty. I can't offer you anything. So again the traveler responds, all I need is a cooking pot, a spoon, and some water. I have a magic stone in my bag. When you boil it in water, it makes a delicious, nourishing soup. Nourishing means a healthy soup. So traveler said to the Rupabai that nothing, let it be. I don't want anything. Just give me a cooking pot, a spoon, and some water. And he said that I have a magic stone in my bag, and when you boil it in water, it makes a delicious and healthy soup. That means nourishing soup. Then Rupabai, really? A magic stone? And all you need is a pot of water. I think I can manage that much. So Rupabai said, okay, I can manage that much. You need only a pot of water. Okay, I can give you. Now traveler, yes, just a pot of water. Only a big one. Rupabai goes back to her cottage. Traveler collects wood and makes a fire in one corner. Other neighbors peep out from their windows, and watch quietly. But curiously, Rupabai comes out with a very big pot. Rupabai, here's your pot of water, traveler. Thank you. Now just wait and watch. Okay, so Rupabai has given the pot to the travelers. So traveler has started making the, and he said to the Rupabai, you just say stay over here and wait and watch. Okay, children, now the next part, that page number 61 and 62, we will see in the next class. Okay, a very good morning, children. Children, today we are going to continue the chapter 3.3 Stone Soup. In the previous class, we had completed the half part of this chapter. So today we are going to complete with the second part of this chapter, Stone Soup. Okay, so let us discuss in short that what we had learned, what we have seen in this story. It's a play, Stone Soup, and there are five characters in this story, and they are Motiram, Sonabai, Rupabai, Hirabai, and Traveler. And the story has takes place in a villages. There, a traveler comes to a village, and the villagers are unwillingly to share any of their food store with the very hungry travelers. And they had given the excuses. Of example, a Motiram, what excuses Motiram has given to the traveler, that avoid giving anything to the traveler in a rude way. He just tell him that the dinner is over, nothing is left, and he tells the traveler to try elsewhere and bang the door shut. Then afterward, the Sonabai again, she pretend too hard of hearing that she pretend to hear the word wood instead of foot. Hirabai again pretend not to understand the traveler's language, and Rupabai says that her ladder is empty and that she herself is hungry. So like this way, they had given the excuse. The villagers has given the excuse to the traveler. So traveler, at last, what he said that okay, let it be fine. Now he went to the Rupabai's house door and he said that just give me a pot of water and pot, and I'm going to make a soup in that. Okay. Now how he's going to make a soup, that we are going to see it in this lecture. Okay, children. So take out your textbook, children, page number 61, and I'm reading the paragraph. Okay. Rupabai, a magic stone that makes soup. I can hardly believe this. Sit down to watch. So Rupabai was telling to the traveler, a magic stone that makes soup. I can hardly believe it. Means I can hardly believe this. But she settled down and he started watching to how he is making a soup. Traveler sniffing and pretending to enjoy the aroma. Sniffing means children smell something by by taking air in through your nose. And aroma means a smell. Ah, lovely. It's going to be really delicious. To Rupabai. So he's saying to the Rupabai that it's going to be a really delicious, the soup. If only we had one or two potatoes to add. So traveler said the only thing is left that only the two potatoes if I add in this soup, so it's going to be very delicious. And it tastes heavenly with potatoes. Heavenly means it's going to be taste very yummy with potatoes. But alas, we don't have any. Then suddenly Rupabai has responded, one or two you said. Let me see if I have just one or two left somewhere. Brings a new peeled potatoes. Yeah, luckily, I had just a few left. I have been peeled them for. So Rupabai suddenly she went and bring the potatoes, peeled potatoes, and he gave to the stone man. That means to the traveler. Traveler said, "Wonderful." And he put the potatoes in the pot and stirs for some time and sniffs again. Stir means children to mix a liquid or other substance by moving an object such as a spoon in a circular pattern. And sniffs again, that means smell something. What with the potatoes you have given, the soup is will now be terrific. Now the traveler is telling to the Rupabai that what you have given with the potato, the soup is now it's very good. That means terrific, very good. Carrots and tomatoes would give it a tempting color. Now again the traveler said if we have the carrots and tomatoes also, it will give a tempting color. Tempting means children attractive color. Wouldn't they? But that would be too much to hope for. Now Rupabai, I don't know. Then after that suddenly Sonabai enters. Sonabai comes out with some potatoes. Now Sonabai, hello, maybe I can be of some help. I had reserved these tomatoes for tomorrow. But I am always willing to help, you know. And I know that Hirabai has plenty of carrots, but I'm not sure if she will share a few with us. So Sonabai has brought the potatoes and given to the stone man that to add the tomatoes in the soup. But she said that maybe Hirabai has a plenty of carrot, but I think so. I'm not sure that she is going to share with us. Then after some time, Hirabai enters with a few carrots. I don't have plenty. In fact, I too was reserving this for tomorrow. So again, she said I was too reserving this for tomorrow. But never mind, if Sonabai can spare her tomatoes, spare means children, not needed now, but kept because it may be needed in the future. So Hirabai said, if Sonabai can spare her tomatoes, so I too can spare this. After all, you can do get to see a magic stone making a magic soup every day. Now, traveler bows to the woman, that means to bend his head and he said that I'm very speechless, that you all are very noble ladies, you are very helpful. So this is going to be a famous soup. Adds the vegetables, stirs and sniffs. It reminds me of the soup I had made some time ago. The traveler is saying that it reminds me that I had made this soup some time ago, and in that I have added just a few beans, onions, and I think a little piece of ginger. What flavor it had! Those are only the little things missing now. Now he's saying, the traveler is saying to all three of them, the Rupabai, Sonabai, and that I have made this soup sometimes ago, and in that soup I have added just few beans, onions, and piece of ginger, and what flavor it was had. Those are only the one thing missing now, but what we can have also good enough. You can't always have the best. So after that, enter Motiram. Motiram, why not? If you can have the best, why miss the golden chance? Means children, not needed now, but kept because it may be needed in the future. So Hirabai said, if Sonabai can spare her tomato, so I too can spare this. After all, you can do get to see a magic stone making a magic soup every day. Now, traveler bows to the woman, that means to bend his head, and he said that I'm very speechless, that you all are very noble ladies, you are very helpful. So this is going to be a famous soup. Adds the vegetables, stirs and sniffs. It reminds me of the soup I had made some time ago. The traveler is saying that it reminds me that I had made this soup some time ago, and in that I have added just a few beans, onions, and I think a little piece of ginger. What flavor it had! Those are only the little things missing now. Now he's saying, the traveler is saying to all three of them, the Rupabai, Sonabai, and that I have made this soup sometimes ago, and in that soup I have added just few beans, onions, and piece of ginger, and what flavor it was had. Those are only the one thing missing now, but what we can have also good enough. You can't always have the best. So after that, enter Motiram. Motiram, why not? If you can have the best, why miss the golden chance? You take this when help is needed. Old Motiram doesn't lag behind. Lag means to be behind others. Then after that, Motiram has brought the beans, onions, and piece of ginger and offers the vegetables to the traveler. Traveler bows. That means again he bows his head. How can I ever forget your generosity? That means to be generous. Now traveler has added all the vegetables and stirs and sniffs. Ah, absolutely mouth-watering. What flavor, what aroma, means what smell, what taste. Marvelous. Marvelous means extremely good. If only I could add a pinch of salt, it would be perfect. Now, after adding all the vegetables, he said that only if the thing is left a pinch of salt. So Rupabai went, I will get some salt and bowls for all of us. So Traveler said, thank you. I was just about to suggest that. You are all being so kind and helpful. It's an unforgettable experience. Rupabai returns with the salt, pepper, and bowls. Travelers add the salt, stirs, and serve the soup to everyone. And finally, the soup was made. Then first Rupabai said, "Hey, wonderful! You can taste the goodness of fresh vegetables." Then suddenly, Sonabai has replied, "Yes, unbelievable. No one would think that this soup was made with a stone." Then Motiram has replied, "You have said it's such delicious vegetable soup and made with a stone?" Then Hirabai, "I wonder what happened to the stone. Does it melt away?" So they all were chatting with each other. They were saying that maybe that stone has melted. That's why it's delicious. The soup is very delicious. Then Traveler said, "Oh, no, no, it remains the same. Take out the stone from the pot." So he has removed the stone from the pot. Take a look. This was the stone that made the soup. Have you guessed the secret of the stone soup, children? Smiles. So you can make it even without the stone. So, children, what will be the moral of the story is that cooperation is the best solution. Okay, I hope you all have understood the chapter, children. But I want you to just read this chapter at least twice time. Then you will easily understand. It's going to understand this chapter. Okay, let's see the meaning. Chatting, talking to someone in a friendly and informal way. Nuisance, something or someone that annoys you or causes trouble for you. Pest, an annoying person. Foot store, having painful tight feet, especially after a long of walking. Fifth one, bewildered, it means one delicious, having a very pleasant taste or smell. Tenth one, peep, to look secretly at something for a short time. 11th, sniffing, smelling something by taking air in through your nose. Stir, to mix a liquid or other substance by moving an object such as a spoon in a circular pattern. 13th one, lag, it means to be behind others. 14th one, marvelous, it means extremely good. Okay, children. Children, one thing I have to say that meanings of this related to the chapters, I want you to just refer your workbook, page number 69, and from the workbook you have to copy down all these meanings in your English notebook. Okay.